Top 10 jet fighter movies that defy gravity. Hey everyone, DJD here, you know me. I love a good adrenaline rush, pushing the limits, feeling that need for speed. And there's no better way to experience that than with a heart-stopping jet fighter movie. Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 jet fighter movies that defy the laws of physics and take you on a thrilling ride through the skies. We're talking edge-of-your-seat action, incredible aerial stunts, and stories that make you feel like you're right there in the cockpit. From heart-pounding dogfights to jaw-dropping aerial maneuvers, these films showcase the best of what jet fighter movies have to offer. Get ready to strap in, because we're about to go supersonic. Let's kick things off with a classic, the one that made us all want to be fighter pilots, Top Gun. This movie is pure adrenaline from start to finish, a high-octane cocktail of action, drama, and romance. You can't talk about Top Gun without talking about those iconic dogfights. The way they filmed those aerial sequences was revolutionary for its time. It puts you right there in the cockpit with Maverick and Iceman, feeling every turn, every close call. And speaking of Maverick, what a character. Played by yours truly, he's brash, he's cocky, he pushes the limits, but man, can he fly. But Top Gun isn't just about the action, it's about the characters. The rivalry between Maverick and Iceman, the camaraderie among the pilots, the love story with Charlie, it all adds an emotional depth that elevates it beyond just an action flick. And let's not forget that soundtrack. Those iconic guitar riffs and power ballads just perfectly capture the energy and emotion of the movie. Even after all these years, Top Gun still holds up. It's a timeless classic that captures the thrill and danger of being a fighter pilot. It's a movie that makes you feel like you can soar through the clouds. And for me personally, well, it holds a very special place in my heart. It launched my career and gave me the opportunity to embody a character who is all about pushing the limits and chasing after your dreams. So if you haven't seen Top Gun yet, what are you waiting for? It's a must-watch for any fan of action movies, aviation, or just great storytelling. Next up we have Iron Eagle, a film that takes us deep into the heart of a daring rescue mission. This movie is all about guts, determination, and the unbreakable bond between a father and son. We follow Doug Masters, a young pilot with a need for speed and a father who's been shot down over enemy territory. When the authorities refuse to help, Doug takes matters into his own hands. Talk about courage under fire. What really stands out in Iron Eagle is the intensity of the training sequences. You see Doug pushing himself to the limit, learning from the best and preparing for the impossible. It's that dedication and raw talent that makes him believable as a pilot who'd risk everything for his family. And the rescue mission itself? Talk about edge-of-your-seat action. It's a race against time through hostile airspace with twists and turns that'll keep you guessing until the very end. Iron Eagle is a movie that celebrates the underdog, the ordinary individual who finds extraordinary strength within themselves when it matters most. It's a reminder that with enough heart and determination, anything is possible. And let's not forget about those iconic 80s music cues. They add a whole other layer of energy and emotion to the film. So if you're looking for a thrilling ride with a healthy dose of heart, Iron Eagle is definitely worth checking out. Now let's fast forward to the future of aviation with Stealth. This film takes us into the world of advanced technology, artificial intelligence, and the ethical dilemmas that come with pushing the boundaries of warfare. At the heart of Stealth is the EDI, an experimental unmanned combat aircraft with an AI so advanced that it can learn and adapt in real time. Imagine the possibilities, the power of a machine that can outthink and outmaneuver any enemy pilot. But, as with any great technological advancement, there's a risk. What happens when the machine surpasses its creator? When it starts making its own decisions? Stealth explores those questions with suspense and thought-provoking scenarios. We see the human pilots grappling with the implications of this technology, wrestling with their own limitations compared to the EDI's cold, calculated precision. It's a theme that resonates even more strongly today, as AI becomes increasingly integrated into our lives, and of course we have to talk about the action sequences. Stealth delivers some truly stunning aerial combat scenes, showcasing the agility and raw power of these futuristic aircraft. It's a visual feast for anyone who loves cutting-edge technology and breathtaking stunts. Stealth is a movie that makes you think as much as it thrills you. It's a cautionary tale about the potential consequences of unchecked technological advancement, while also celebrating the human spirit and our ability to adapt and overcome. If you're looking for a smart, action-packed thriller that'll keep you on the edge of your seat, Stealth is definitely worth adding to your watch list. Now let's shift gears and talk about a film that not only delivers incredible action, but also shines a light on an important part of history: Red Tails. This movie tells the inspiring true story of the Tuskegee Airmen, the first African-American fighter pilots to serve in the U.S. Army Air Forces during World War II. These brave men faced prejudice and discrimination, both at home and abroad. but they never let that stop them from pursuing their dreams and serving their country with honor and distinction. Red Tails captures their journey with heart, grit, and powerful performances. The film doesn't shy away from the realities of war or the challenges they faced, but it also celebrates their resilience, their brotherhood, and their unwavering commitment to proving themselves in the face of adversity. And when it comes to the aerial combat scenes, Red Tails delivers. The dogfights are intense, visceral, and beautifully choreographed, showcasing the skill and courage of these incredible pilots. You'll find yourself holding your breath as they navigate through enemy fire, their determination unwavering. Red Tails is more than just a war movie. It's a testament to the human spirit, a reminder that courage and perseverance can overcome even the most daunting obstacles. It's a film that honors the legacy of these brave men and inspires us all to reach for our dreams, no matter the odds. If you haven't seen Red Tails, make sure you add it to your watch list. It's a powerful and moving film that deserves to be seen by everyone. Now, for a movie that takes the legacy of Top Gun and blasts it into the stratosphere, Top Gun Maverick. This film was a labor of love for me, a chance to revisit a character who's so close to my heart and share his story with a whole new generation. In Maverick, we find our hero right where we left him, pushing the limits, defying expectations, and proving that age is just a number. But this time, he's not just a pilot, he's a mentor, passing on his knowledge and experience to a new class of Top Gun graduates. What I love about Maverick is that it captures the essence of the original while also telling a fresh and relevant story. The stakes are higher, the emotions run deeper, and the action is even more intense. And let's talk about those aerial sequences. We pushed the boundaries of what's possible, filming practical stunts with real jets and capturing the sheer exhilaration of flying at supersonic speeds. I wanted audiences to feel every G-force, every turn, every near miss. But at its core, Maverick is a story about legacy, about passing the torch to a new generation while still honoring the past. It's about facing your fears, confronting your demons, and never giving up on what you believe in. I'm incredibly proud of this film and the work that everyone put into it. It was an honor to step back into Maverick's shoes and share his story with the world. From the vast expanse of the sky, let's drop down into enemy territory with Behind Enemy Lines. This film takes us on a harrowing journey of survival as a Navy pilot finds himself stranded in the midst of a war zone. Owen Wilson delivers a gripping performance as Lieutenant Chris Burnett, whose routine reconnaissance mission turns deadly when his plane is shot down. Suddenly he's alone, hunted, and fighting for his life behind enemy lines. What sets Behind Enemy Lines apart is its relentless tension. You feel Burnett's isolation, his fear, his desperate struggle to evade capture and make contact with his squadron. The film keeps you on the edge of your seat as he navigates treacherous terrain and outwits enemy patrols. The film also touches on the brutality of war and the sacrifices made by those who serve. It doesn't shy away from the grim realities of combat, but it also highlights the courage, resourcefulness, and unwavering will to survive that can emerge in the face of unimaginable danger. While not strictly focused on aerial combat, Behind Enemy Lines offers a unique perspective on the life of a fighter pilot, showcasing the dangers they face even when they're not engaged in dogfights. It's a reminder that war is unpredictable, and survival often depends on quick thinking and sheer determination. If you're looking for a suspenseful and gritty war film that'll keep you on the edge of your seat, Behind Enemy Lines is definitely worth watching. Now let's journey back to the very beginning of the space race with The Right Stuff. This film tells the incredible true story of the Mercury 7, the first group of American astronauts and the test pilots who paved the way for their historic missions. Based on Tom Wolfe's best-selling book, The Right Stuff takes us back to a time when pushing the boundaries of flight was considered the ultimate test of courage and skill. We witness the daring flights of Chuck Yeager, the first man to break the sound barrier, and the intense competition among the test pilots vying for a coveted spot in the space program. What I love about The Right Stuff is its sense of wonder and adventure. It captures the spirit of exploration and the thrill of discovery that defined this era. These were pioneers, pushing the limits of what was possible and risking their lives to expand our understanding of the universe. The film is also a fascinating look at the early days of NASA and the challenges of developing the technology and procedures needed to send humans into space. It's a reminder of the dedication, ingenuity, and teamwork that made these missions possible. The Right Stuff is more than just a film about space exploration. It's a celebration of the human spirit, a tribute to the men and women who dared to dream big and push the boundaries of what was considered possible. It's a film that inspires us to reach for the stars and never stop exploring the unknown. Chapter 8. Flyboys, Knights of the Sky. Let's rewind the clock even further now, back to the early days of aerial combat with flyboys. This film takes us high above the trenches of World War I, where young men from different walks of life volunteered to become fighter pilots in the Lafayette Escadrille, a legendary squadron of the French Air Service. Flyboys captures the spirit of adventure and idealism that drew these young men to war, eager to prove themselves in the skies above Europe. We see the camaraderie, the rivalries, and the bonds of brotherhood that formed amidst the chaos and danger of aerial combat. The film doesn't shy away from the brutality of war, but it also celebrates the courage, skill, and chivalry that defined these early dogfights. It's a reminder of a time when aerial combat was still in its infancy, when pilots relied on their wits, instincts, and a bit of luck to survive each mission. The aerial sequences in Flyboys are truly breathtaking, capturing the beauty and grace of these early aircraft as they dance across the sky. You'll feel like you're right there in the cockpit with them, feeling the wind in your face and the adrenaline pumping through your veins. Flyboys is a film that honors the legacy of the Lafayette Escadrille and all those who fought and died in the skies during World War I. It's a reminder of the sacrifices made by a previous generation and the enduring spirit of adventure that drives us to push the limits of what's possible. If you're looking for a visually stunning and emotionally resonant war film, Flyboys is definitely worth adding to your watch list. Chapter 9, Memphis Belle, Missions of Valor. Now, let's climb aboard a legendary bomber and experience the harrowing reality of strategic air campaigns with Memphis Belle. This film tells the fictionalized story of the crew of a B-17 Flying Fortress, focusing on their final mission over Germany during World War II. Memphis Belle captures the camaraderie and brotherhood that formed among these young men as they faced death together on a daily basis. We see their fears, their hopes, and their unwavering determination to complete their mission and return home. The film doesn't shy away from the dangers and sacrifices of aerial combat. We witness the emotional toll that each mission takes on the crew, the constant threat of enemy fire, and the ever-present possibility that this flight could be their last. What sets Memphis Belle apart is its focus on the human cost of war. While the aerial sequences are impressive, the film's true power lies in its depiction of the bonds of friendship and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity. We see the crew members supporting each other, sharing their fears and dreams and finding strength in their shared experiences. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can endure and find hope. Memphis Belle is a powerful and moving tribute to the men who flew and fought in these iconic bombers during World War II. It's a film that celebrates their courage, their sacrifices, and their unwavering commitment to duty. Chapter 10. Torah! 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 A date that lives in infamy. Finally, we arrive at a film that takes us back to one of the most pivotal moments in history. Torah! 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 This epic war film recounts the events leading up to the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, a day that would change the course of World War II. What sets Torah apart is its commitment to historical accuracy. The filmmakers went to great lengths to recreate the events of that fateful day, from the meticulous detail of the Japanese aircraft to the layout of the Pearl Harbor naval base. The film presents a balanced perspective, showing both the Japanese and American viewpoints in the events leading up to the attack. We see the strategic planning, the diplomatic failures, and the human errors that contributed to this pivotal moment in history. The attack sequence itself is a masterclass in filmmaking, capturing the chaos, confusion, and sheer terror of that morning. From the initial wave of Japanese aircraft to the devastating explosions that rocked the harbor, the film puts you right in the middle of the action. Torah is more than just a war film. It's a historical document, a reminder of the events that shaped the 20th century. It's a film that challenges us to learn from the past and to strive for peace and understanding in the present. If you're interested in World War II history or simply want to witness a cinematic masterpiece, Torah is a must-see. Outrow until next time, pilots. So there you have it, folks, our high-flying countdown of the top 10 jet fighter movies that defy gravity. These films deliver heart-stopping action, incredible stories, and a glimpse into the world of aviation and the brave men and women who take to the skies. Thanks for joining us on this high-flying adventure. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more thrilling movie countdowns. Which jet fighter movie is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, always keep your eyes on the skies.